What's the best way to deal with pests? By not having any pests in the first place. By keeping them out of your buildings and schools. Sounds pretty nice, huh? Well, that's the goal we're aiming for. And I know we can get pretty close. Pests need food, water, and shelter. So if we make the school unattractive to pests by removing what they need and keeping them out, it's a big step in winning the battle. So let's start by preventing pests from entering the building. We've asked Andrew, a University of California IPM advisor, to give us a few pointers. Andrew, how do these pests get in?
Well, lots of ways. For instance, a gap in a door like this is a huge entryway for a pest such as a small insect. You know, even rodent pests such as mice and rats can enter buildings through very small openings. Also, we got to think about pipes and other conduits as they enter or exit a building. There's usually a space around those pipes, and that's a great place for pests to enter. Furthermore, cracks and crevices, whether it's in a foundation or a wall, that provides an entryway. And then, of course, screens that are missing or broken are very obvious entryways for pests.
Makes the building sound like a sieve. How do we even manage that?
Well, it's constant and regular maintenance. For instance, with these doors, door sweeps could be provided to eliminate these gaps. Any of these structural defects we're discussing, such as holes, cracks, and crevices, can be sealed with the proper sealants: wood, screen, caulking, silicone sealant, plaster, that kind of thing. We also want to think about repairing things such as leaky pipes or clogged floor drains.
Pipes? Why pipes?
Well, you remember that pests require water in addition to food and shelter in order to survive once they enter the structure.
I see.
Other ways pests can get in aren't as obvious. For instance, this school has trimmed away the trees and shrubs away from the building, so this prevents access to the roof. Pests aren't able to climb up to the roof. Also, you'll notice there's no ground cover growing here. That eliminates hiding places for pests. Finally, mulch, such as wood chips, is great for suppressing weeds and conserving water. But it also creates a hiding place for pests, and so it's not appropriate for use right up against buildings.
That all sounds like great advice. Thanks, Andrew.
You're welcome.
Sealing entry points isn't enough. You need to keep the interior of the building really clean. That means clean around food prep areas, recycling containers and trash bins, behind appliances, and underneath equipment. All the hard-to-reach places. Are those French fries? Martha is the food services manager. Martha, how does this school store its food supplies so they don't attract pests?
In sealed containers like this, and everything goes on wire racks, so if it spills, it goes straight down to the floor where we can clean it up easily.
That makes sense.
Cardboard boxes can also be a problem. Cockroaches can live within layers of the cardboard and hitchhike in with food and other shipments. We normally unwrap deliveries and get rid of these cardboard boxes right away.
Great, thanks. In a perfect school, people would eat only in the lunchroom. But let's get real. People snack everywhere. So wherever people eat, any food waste should be put into outside trash cans and not left in the office or classroom. All food should be removed by the end of the day or stored in sealed containers. Hey, Roger, how you doing?
Good, Stephen.
All right, so listen, we've sealed the building, we've cleaned the kitchen, cleared the clutter, recycled the cardboard, we've gotten rid of anything that could be food or even smells like food in the area. So we're all good to go, right?
Well, there's a little more to it than that.
Oh, yeah?
These lids need to stay closed because pests love garbage, and we need to keep the garbage in and help keep the pests out. We also need to keep this area clear around these trash bins, and if necessary, some waste management companies will replace bins for us.
Great. What about all the other trash bins located throughout the campus?
Same story. We dump the trash every day, we use trash liners, and we wash our cans as needed.
So sanitation.
Absolutely.
Sanitation's the key. Nice and easy. Thanks a lot, Roger.
All right, no problem.
This school has its own garden. Pretty green, huh? And it's kept far away from the building. In fact, anything that could be attractive to pests, whether it's a garden or a dumpster, should be kept far away from building entrances. And that may seem like a long to-do list for pest prevention, but it boils down to just two things. Keep pests out and eliminate sources of food, water, and shelter for the pests. That's two things. How much simpler could it be? Next, we'll show you how to inspect and monitor for pests in schools.